I'm Jean, and for the 25 days here at 520 Elliott, I choose work. Let me explain to you how you could start a new habit. In fact, usually this time of year we start thinking about habits for the next year. So this might help you in your work environment or help you in your personal life. Behavior change comes about because of three things. So let's write B for behavior, and it's a result of motivation, the ability to do something, how easy or hard is it to do, and then a trigger. This formula came about by Professor B.J. Fogg at Stanford, who studied a lot of human behavior and has coined the phrase tiny habits, because most of us could start a new habit or a new behavior if we made it simpler or easier to do. So let's see what he says. He would say, on the x-axis, let's plot the ability to do something. And we're going to put hard to do here and easy to do. So as something gets easier, it's going to go to the right. On the vertical, we're going to plot motivation. All right? And on this axis, we have low motivation, and here we're highly motivated. So let me give you an example, maybe from my own life. Let's say tonight someone calls me and they want to raise money for the upcoming presidential campaign. And they say, we'd like you to give $10,000, and they name a candidate. Well, first of all, I don't like that candidate, so I'm not very happy. So my motivation to give is low. And $10,000 is not just something I would think about lightly. That would be hard to do. So the likelihood that you're going to change my behavior with that kind of ask or that kind of trigger is very low. On the other hand, let's say somebody calls me tonight from an orphanage where one of my children came from. Oh, they've already plucked my heartstrings as soon as they call. I'm always happy to hear them. And now they say, Dr. Jean, we're getting ready to raise money for the orphanage, and we'd like everybody to donate $25 because we want to buy new cribs for the orphans. I'm in, right? I'm giving them my credit card number. I'm writing them a check because they picked something that I was highly motivated to do, and the price point was easier for me to do. Or we could say when the call came, the trigger really caught my attention and I'm likely to take an action. So for every example, there is a line of activation where when the trigger comes, that phone call, the ask, the I need to lose weight, I need to eat healthy, we are more likely to do if it's on the easier side of the spectrum and if it's above the line of motivation. So here's an example for you. It might be in your work life, your personal life. There's a project coming up and you think, oh man, I gotta write 5,500 words. I can think about what's my boss's reaction and the deadline, or I could say, what if I just write 500 words today? By making that project smaller, I've made it easier to do. Let's say it's exercise. What if I put my running shoes by the bed so when the alarm goes off in the morning, I see them there and I'm likely to take that behavior. Anytime I can make the activity or the behavior easier to do, I'm going to be more likely to do it. So I hope this gives you an easy to remember framework for the next time you want to change behavior. Remember, start with a tiny habit that's easy to do and you'll find success.